All right, welcome back. So today we're talking about B vitamins and the complexity that is B complex. B complex equals all your B vitamins. It's pretty complex. So we are discussing the necessity that is obtaining sufficient B vitamins in order to drive, the benefits for our mind, our heart, our energy systems, everything as a whole. B vitamins are so essential. In a world where stress, anxiety, burnout, these literally have become commonplace, common conversation. What if there was a little hidden key to boosting our mood, enhancing our focus, reclaiming our mental well-being? Well, welcome to the B vitamin revolution. And you say, what are you talking about? I've heard about B vitamins so long ago. This isn't a revolution, Dr. Matt. This is not really a revolution. Well, I would say, we hear about things, and then there's a difference between hearing about things and being about things. Those are two very different things. And the benefits and necessity of vitamins and minerals and whole food dietary choices, they abound. We know them. But I see patient after patient sidetracked, by the new shiny health object, whatever's popular. And in the process, they're leaving behind foundational health opportunity. And B vitamin sufficiency or lack, there literally can be staggering effects on your mind, on your energy creation potential if you don't have sufficiency. So neurotransmitter metabolism and brain health, they're directly tied to B vitamin sufficiency. And really from the beginning, let's be clear that your food choices, they have a direct effect on your B vitamin status. Shocker, I know. And when I say B vitamins, I'm talking about the whole lineage of them. I'm talking about thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, pyridoxine, folate, B12. All these B vitamins are affected by your food choices. And yes, people who consume a diet that's heavily reliant on refined grains, ultra processed foods, they are at a much higher risk of developing B vitamin deficiencies. So if you haven't already subscribed or shared this channel with somebody, what are you waiting for? I guarantee they need to hear this one. So think fast food, crackers, chips, soda pop, that Smart Mart meal you get, and all the other boxed items with the 10 plus ingredients. These food items, these types of food, not only do they lack essential nutrients, including B vitamins, that are naturally present in whole, minimally processed foods, but they actually distract our being. They actually make it so their processing of those processed foods themselves by our body requires more B vitamins to be used up. And not only that, but many of these have specific ingredients used in them to keep their shelves, more shelf stable or make them more palatable, that literally induce deficiencies in B vitamins. Isn't that crazy? You got things like rancid vegetable oils that are hindering B12 absorption, or sulfites, even like your dried fruit. If you get I always get sulfite-free dried fruit, of course, but some people get sulfites from their dried fruit, and that's going to induce thiamine deficiency, or excess caffeine in your monsters, depleting pyridoxine and thiamine, or fortified foods containing folic acid. It's supposed to help us, but these artificial folates, they're not found in nature, and they actually can build up in the blood and have been related to cognitive decline in the elderly. And you know what? It could just as literally be related to those in our 20s, 30s, 40s. But with just epigenetic changes that could happen from consuming processed food over and over again, all that folic acid, artificial folate coming into us from those processed grains, and being a cognitive deterrent, messing our cognition up. We just don't have studies on that to assess that yet. And then there's, of course, the high sugar content of processed foods that has a massive effect on thiamine, which is vitamin B1, and depleting it and using it up. And now we're becoming more and more aware of, thiamine's role in nerve development, nerve conduction, its role in mental disorders, its role in fertility, both for men and women, its role in immune balancing, its role in the vagus nerve, which is a huge deal for our digestive tract, our heart, our lungs. So many factors, and it could be that food depleting thiamine. And to think we're doing this to ourselves. Thankfully, if we apply a little discipline to our food ways, we step out of the mindset that says, if I like it, if I want it, I eat it, and into the concept of eating food for nourishment and getting enjoyment and pleasure out of the fact that I feel so much better. I have so much more energy. My skin's clear. My digestion's better. My well-being is enhanced. Like that life-sustaining food going into me, that is pleasureful. Crazy concept, but I think it's time we all just grab a hold of it. All right, consider that refined grains such as white bread and white rice, they've literally had their outer bran, their germ layers removed during processing, and that results in the loss of many nutrients, including the nutrients we're talking about right now, which would be your essential, B vitamins, all of them. And, the ultra processed foods, which often contain high levels of sugar, unhealthy fats, all these additives, preservatives, not only are they low in these essential nutrients, but they're displacing, these B vitamins, rich foods that we would normally consume. So instead of eating, maybe the Ezekiel bread, the sprouted grain, we're eating the Franz white bread. Now, zero nutrients coming in and displacing the other nutrients that would have been coming in. So B vitamins, they just play such a crucial role in energy metabolism, cellular function, and just general health, overall health. So in deficiencies in the B vitamins, they can lead to a range of health issues. We often think of fatigue, but also anemias, just general weakness, all kinds of neurological problems. Maybe one of these days I'll do a show on some of the neurological issues I've seen with B vitamins over the years, mood disturbances. And this is on repeat. It may sound like I'm just repeating myself, but relying heavily on refined grains, ultra-processed foods, while neglecting the whole nutrient-rich, dense foods, it literally can and does lead to B vitamin deficiency and an endless list of associated health problems and even disease conditions like I've been listing. So I have a couple word pictures that I hope will literally drive home the necessity of loading your system, my system, with B vitamin rich foods like your meats, like your vegetables, like your fruits, your nuts, or seeds, and removing these caustic ultra processed ingredients from any regular consumption in our lives. So we know about serotonin. We need serotonin. It's a massive elevator of our mood. And imagine your brain as like a bustling orchestra. And serotonin is the conductor that determines your mood. And just like a conductor needs the right instruments to create beautiful music, I haven't created beautiful music, but I have plenty of friends who do create beautiful music. My girls are getting pretty good at it. Your brain requires B vitamins to produce serotonin. So think of B vitamins as the talented musicians who play a vital role in bringing your mood lifting symphony to life. And when you ensure you have enough B vitamins in your food choices, in your diet, you're providing your brain with the essential players it needs to maintain a harmonious and upbeat melody. You may be thinking, my emotions, they are the farthest thing from harmonious. Well, I would ask yourself, what is your food routine? And is your food routine stripping your body, your system of B vitamins with each bite? Are you under chronic stress and just feeling like, oh my goodness, overwhelmed? because of some of the choices and so many of the things you said yes to, and you probably should have said no to. And in so doing, expending insane amounts of B vitamins, especially vitamin B5, pantothenic acid, at a ravenous rate. Maybe before grabbing the pharmaceutical, we want to look and say, okay, how could I replete my B vitamins via lifestyle choices, via dietary choices, before I run and grab a drug to cover it up? All right, so my next one is related to dopamine. So dopamine is kind of our igniter of motivation. So picture your brain, this guy right here is like a race car. And dopamine is the fuel of your motivation engine. And B vitamins, they act as the pit crew. They're fine-tuning, they're optimizing the engine's performance. And just as a well-maintained engine revs up the car's speed, and ability on the racetrack, B vitamins, they ensure, especially a balance, a plethora, especially vitamin B6, ensures that your brain's dopamine pathways, that they're firing on all cylinders. Those pistons are working just right, boosting your motivation, your focus, just that zest for life, that feeling of well-being. With B vitamins as your brain pit crew, you literally will be ready to accelerate, boom, let's go, hit your goals, enjoy just an exhilarating journey of life. That's what the potential you have. Without a full pit crew, it is safe to say you're not getting around the track very well, and life is going to feel like, man, it's dogging me down. I need something else to help me out. I need something to pick me up. You're going to feel like you just don't have it. And you're probably going to end up, cutting out of life, cutting out of your goals a lot sooner than you would have or you needed to. So start where you are. Clean your food routine up. Stay way ahead with your B vitamins. Stay away from all those artificial ones. Supplement, if you need to, as life intensity balloons, gets heavy. Maybe you do need a supplement. But let me know how B vitamins, or finding out you were lacking in B vitamins, affected your health. I would love to hear it. And I know there's plenty of stories out there, because I have no shortage of stories of patients where different B vitamins made this massive impact on their life, and balancing out B vitamins made a big difference. So I would love to hear it. Everybody else would love to hear it, because there's so many people out there wanting answers for their situations. And your situation, amazingly enough, is probably almost identical to another human being out in the world. All right, I'm Dr. Matt. Hope this is helpful. I'll see you guys next week.